Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. My name is Fizz. Welcome back to the channel. We are taking a look at the ARK Community Crunch 208, and it's a very small one, but there's some things that we should talk about, and we also have a new mystery. So let's get started on talk about that. Hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. My name is Fizz. So let's get started on the Community Crunch. We've got a lot of things to talk about. First of all, let's talk about the new mystery. We already know exactly what it is. It is the how perplexable can guess what this might be. Yeah, I already did, Cedric. It's the mining drill. I mean, granted, we've already seen it. They've already talked about it. But if you don't know what it is, and if you've been living underneath a rock, it's basically going to be our new tool of operation of mining. I have a video on the top right explaining and talking about that. That will be in the card, and I'll also put it in the description, and I'll also put it as a main comment ping. If you don't look at the description, because I know people definitely don't read descriptions. Yeah, basically it's just going to be a better version of the chainsaw. Well, actually, it's going to be kind of just like the chainsaw, but for stone and metals and other things. So the chainsaw is for wood, thatch, you know, all those kind of things. So this is going to be for stone and metal. And they did talk about that there might be elemental things that you can use it for harvesting. So I was looking on the wiki. If you look at the wiki, from mining drill Genesis, it has this under here. This weapon / tool can also harvest the matured elemental nodes. Now, if you don't know what the elemental nodes are, those are on extinction. So this is the extinction elemental node. You've seen plenty of videos and probably talking about it. Back in the day when extinction first came out, the best way to farm them was with a Dodic, but then they slowly nerfed it into basically only pick and hatchets now. And obviously a mantis, obviously right here, I just saw that too, a mantis, because the Dodic was the best. It got you so much element very quickly, but sadly, they got rid of that. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a way to replace it, so that way it's a little bit easier to harvest elemental nodes and stuff, because obviously they have talked about there is going to be some sort of element on the simulation, I guess they say. Because that's what Helen's been saying with the story for the skins. So it's kind of interesting to see how this is going to play. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same balance around the chainsaw, just like I said. Probably the same exact 1-to-1 coding ratio. It's just going to be basically, it's a drill instead of a chainsaw. Probably exact stats, everything. So it's just going to be exactly. So yeah, I'll link the actual ARK wiki, because at the moment this is not translated. I think this might be the hardest one to translate because of right here, this section right here of white. And if you want to translate yourself, I'll put the thing in the description down below. But we don't really need to talk about that much because it is the mining drill, and there's a whole video right here as well, 5 minutes of Zed and Cedric talking about it. And you know, what else can you talk about mining drill? It literally mines stone and metal, and possibly elemental nodes and I was gonna say extinction in Genesis. On the horizon, the Turkey Trial 3 is going to be ending very soon. You guys got roughly, I think it's this week and a little bit of next week. It ends December 3rd. If you have not seen the entire thing of it, I did a full-blown video when I was god-awful sick. It's on the top right and in the description. Because it's phenomenal stuff. They did a lot of good stuff for this, the last two events, the Halloween and Turkey Trials, the Thanksgiving event. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then obviously it's just a free event for you. So yeah, go check that out. And yeah, Xbox Live Black Friday sale. So if you haven't seen in the news with ARK, and if you've been under a rock, there's been a lot of problems with ARK on Xbox. I personally do not play. I personally don't care. I had a bunch of people ask me a couple weeks ago on a Community Crunch to give me my 2 cents about what's with the duping and everything. What do you think about that? And like I said, you know, people have to be more critical and more understanding, and you know, give better feedback on what's happening, not just say everyone's duping and blah blah blah, wipe the servers, you know. But if you have an Xbox One and you still don't own ARK, I mean, if you have a PC, buy it there. But if you only have a console, then I do highly recommend it because it is a very enjoyable and fun game, including Atlas. I would also include Atlas as an enjoyable and fun game on Xbox. And I have 2 servers, free open servers to play on. So if you pick up ARK or Atlas, yeah, join my Discord. Alright, so the next thing, which I don't know if I missed last week or the week before because I've been sick, there was a patch, PC patch 302.4, and there's a lot of things in here that are kind of optimization and kind of things, but there's some other things at the bottom that I want to address, which is right here. Added alternative activation option on items to pick up all items nearby. Now this is actually very funny and very interesting because this is the exact copy from Atlas. Atlas has this, and I'm surprised that it hasn't been added in the future for ARK. Which basically what it does, if you drop a bunch of crap on the ground, you could just hold F and it basically would pick up all of it instead of trying to spam E, you know. So this is very cool and interesting. I don't know, it's a very quality of life. There's a bunch of other things in here, like reload bow from prone, TPV, I don't even know what that means, whatever TP, teleport point of view, I don't know. No longer get stuck, I mean, like, all that stuff. Vastly improved stability, blah, 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 yeah, whatever. I don't know what any of this honestly is. Oh yeah, there's something right here too about the adding following values to game server NI for section. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the drop things. Yeah, because people, I did a video on this actually a couple like years ago about people, you know, dropping so many packages that they'll lag people out. Well, apparently that's happening now. Like now. It's like 3 years ago I made that video. It was like in a dev kit video when they were going to add meshing to all objects dropped. So for instance, like, say this is like a pickaxe, it would be the entire pickaxe mesh dropped on the ground. That's a lot of polygons, you know. And I said in the video they shouldn't do that because there's a lot of people that can't run the game unless they're gonna optimize the game. Well, guess what they did? They didn't even enable that. They just left everything to be boxes when you drop it. But if you play on PC and you have a beautiful mod, like a stack mod, most of them have new meshing and stuff, which is really cool. So and that's kind of it. There's an Evo event. There's always an Evo event. Oh, never mind. There will be no Evo event. I don't know. This thing is just overdone. And that's kind of it. So there's a PC patch with these optimization. I'll link the forums post in the description. ARK is out on sale for Xbox. Turkey trial ends soon. And last but not least, they showcase for some reason the miner thing. The mining drill. Now, I'm hoping moving forward we get new things for the community crunch, because I know the delay was not intended in their development of releasing, right? So I guess you would say we're supposed to be getting theoretically Genesis next month, but obviously we're not. So they're probably just kind of scrambling about adding these things, but it's whatever. I'm hoping to actually see something brand new next week. Let's pray and hope. But that's kind of it. And you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, follow. And yes, I'm doing a lot better. I just have a stuffy nose when I talk a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great Thanksgiving. And see you guys after the holidays.